The basic principle is with a property search is that you've got 3 Ps, right? You got price, you got property, you got position.
Your budget, what you can pay.
Yep. The property itself is is it a unit, what makes up that property? Is it a house? Is it unrenovated? Is it renovated? Has it got parking? Has it got 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms? Is it modern? Is it period? Renovated, et cetera, et cetera. So the elements of the actual property itself and then the position or the location. And so the reality is that nobody can actually afford everything that they want. Nobody.
No, whether you've got 500,000 or 5 million.
You still got to compromise on something.
There. Yeah.
so the ugly C word, the compromise word. And
embrace the compromise.
Face up to the compromise. Because of those 3 Ps, the price, the property or the position, one of them is going to give a bit more than the other 2. So, and everybody's result here, the choice that every individual buyer makes is absolutely unique to their own circumstances and what is available in that marketplace. And so there is a process, as Megan said, we've developed it, which is the Where to Buy workshop. And it's been mentioned in the intro to this podcast. And we offer this process to you for only $39, right? So you can actually do the Where to Buy workshop and go through this process so that you can, with confidence, know and understand which one of these 3 Ps you're going to compromise on or bend on or flex on or however you want to say it, but where the compromises are going to be that are unique to your circumstances.
And what you can't compromise on. And I think sometimes that's just as important, isn't it? Because for a lot of people, price that you pay, your budget is fixed. And the bank will sometimes determine that for you. And it's that's your borrowing capacity. So if your maximum is your borrowing capacity, then you can't flex on price. You've got to work out what am I going to flex on in terms of the property or the position, the location that I purchase in? And by putting in the research, you can start to make really well-informed decisions about what you can and should compromise on and what you absolutely can't. No matter what, you'll end up in a pickle and really struggling in the wrong ways if you don't follow the process properly and you don't understand where you can't flex or you can't compromise.
And as you said, it's putting in research. And this is the thing. There is no shortcut to this. It isn't a quick process. It does take a lot of time and effort and a lot of self-reflection, but absolutely it's worth the effort because I've got all these weird analogies. You should know that about me by now if you've been listening to this podcast long enough or anything that I put out there. So I've got this is the analogy I've got for buying a property, right? It's like going through a turnstile. You know how like you go through a turnstile, maybe into a football arena or something, and you've put your coin in or your token and you go to the turnstile and then you can stand on the other side of the turnstile. You can look back. You can see where you came from. But that turnstile's locked. It only goes one direction. You can't go back. Once you buy a property, that's where you are. You're on the other side of the turnstile. If you regret that purchase, you can't go back. Not without losing money or not without some severe inconvenience. You know, if you make a mistake and you need to get out of that quickly, you've just at least, even if you can sell it for the same price you paid for it, you just lost your stamp duty.
Lost your cost.
Yeah, exactly. So, and time, because if the market's, you might have should be buying another area, it might have gone up. So all those sorts of things. It's a very, very important thing to get right. You don't want to have regrets. And so that's why really putting the time in and understanding really what the implications are help you make that decision with absolute clarity. If you decide you're going to go for something unrenovated, you know without a shadow of a doubt that that's the right thing for you when you've really thought everything out and you've actually thought about the alternatives before you've landed on that decision.